heart, hustle, baseball. The game lives here. This is Pioneer League. Watch on Home Team Network.
I am very appreciative of the opportunity, and I will do my best to keep the ship on course as we navigate Scott's brief absence together. We will step away real quick for the singing of the national anthem and be back for starting lineups.
It's time for Billings Mustangs baseball from Dealer Park in Billings, Montana. I'm Brandon Janoska. Game 4 of this 6-game series between the Mustangs.
This is Johns Manville, built on experience, guided by people who believe every detail matters. We manufacture commercial roofing systems with purpose, combining performance, protection, and long-term reliability. From the science behind our products to the trust earned on every job, we focus on what lasts and what comes next. Steady leadership, proven performance. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Like to start, he entered the game in the second inning against Boise back on.
Welcome back to Dealer Park in Billings, Montana for the Range Riders and the Billings Mustangs. Well, we entered this series knowing these were two very evenly matched teams, but who would have predicted that after the first 3 in this series, they would have scored the exact same amount of runs in 20 runs per team. Of course, the difference last night was the Range Riders came up just short in the knockout round. So we'll take a quick look at tonight's starting lineups here. For the Billings Mustangs, you've got Cameron Bowen, Michael Soper, Charlie Muniz, Adam Kootway, Kyle Miklas, Jacob Gutierrez, Jack Naylor, John McHenry, and Bodie Wright in the field. And leading off for the Range Riders in red on this Friday, Drew Collins.
Drew Collins to lead things off. He's the
That pitch in for a called strike.
We are underway right at our scheduled time of 6:35 p.m.
On the mound for Billings, Cole Kalman, who misses away, making the count 1-1.
Every game this series. He's been the left fielder throughout the series. Getting a little bit of time
Lots of black and red on the field tonight, as that one misses high and away, making it 2-1. As Billings, wearing their black uniforms with black hats with the upside down. And that one is chopped to short. Bowen Fields throws across his body, and Collins is retired. But it's the Magic City uniforms for Billings tonight, with the upside down horseshoes forming an M. I always thought that was actually bad luck. You let the luck fall out if the horseshoe is facing downward. That's why the Indianapolis Colts horseshoe is facing upward. Over white pants. Up next for the Range Riders, Kyle Ashworth.
First man was retired. Now a pitch to Ashworth, up and away for ball
That one misses.
Kyle Ashworth had a big shot in yesterday.
Ashworth last night with a critical game-tying long ball to square things up at 4. That one misses away. It looked like it might be the beginning of a great comeback from the Rangers last night, as this one is taken for a strike. But ultimately, after Davis Pratt worked his way out of jam, and then a very tense 9th inning, it made it to the knockout round, but the Range Riders came up just short. That one is laced into center field for a base hit, and the Range Riders have a runner aboard. And that will bring to the plate Tommy Rover. Tommy with the high socks, pair nicely with the black helmet, black socks, gray pants, red Range Riders jersey with the white glacier across the chest.
2 nights ago, there was a collision at the plate. He got his hand stepped on, required some stitches. Unable to hit.
That is a ball, and it is challenged by Miklas.
Again, he did come into the game yesterday as a bench runner.
And it is confirmed a ball, and Billings very quickly down to 1 challenge. Not sure that's a time you want to challenge. Certainly not a decisive pitch by any means, and it's exceptionally early. And that ball looked very similar to the last one, but this time called a strike.
1 out, 1 on, top of 1. Scoreless ball game here from Taylor Park in Billings, Montana. 1-1 sweep.
Swung on and missed. A pretty healthy cut there from Tommy Rover. Rover batting .284 on the season, but with 7 doubles, 23 RBI, and an on-base percentage of .414. Ashworth leads from first. And a weak pickoff attempt. It was more mechanical than anything. Just to make sure he didn't get too far off the bag. As Kalman comes set for the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball low for ball 2. Ashworth over on first with those flashy yellow cleats. Gets his lead. The pitch taken away to make it 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Left-handed, as he typically does against right-handed hurlers like Cole Kalman. Ashworth at first, held on.
Kalman comes set. Fires back up the middle. Might have gotten a piece of his foot, but it's into center field. Ashworth will hold it second, as that one was a seeing eye single right back up the middle. Somehow made its way all the way through Kalman, Bowen, and McHenry, all the way out there to Kootway. And now the Range Riders have runners on first and second with 1 out, as Donovan Ratfield will come to the plate. Ratfield been one of the better bats, obviously, for the Range Riders this season. Had a day off yesterday, but batting .415. Has 21 RBI, looking for more here. That's a nice breaking pitch that drops right over the plate for a called strike. Solid crowd here on this Friday night in Billings. That pitch popped foul down the first base side and up onto the concession stands and out. Time taken by Ratfield just to compose himself a little bit before he steps in facing an 0-2 count with 2 aboard, 1 out in the top of the first. Chopped to third, the bag will be touched by Soper, and he throws across for the double play. So Kalman gets into a little bit of a trouble and then gets out of it with a double play, 5-3, and we'll go to break.
Billings coming up next. This is Billings Mustangs baseball on ESPN and ESPN Billings.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back to Dealer Park. Range Riders put 2 on with only 1 out in the top of the first inning, causing a little bit of trouble, but unable to get any across as Ratfield chopped third into an inning-ending double play. Defensive alignment for the Mustangs. You've got Bodie right and left, Adam Kootway in center. As we've got the first pitch here from Jared Ingman, taken for a ball. You've got, finishing that out, you've got Kootway in center, Gutierrez in right. For the Range Riders defensively, as that one is called a strike. You've got Horning in left, Fernandez making his debut, we'll talk about him in center. Kyle Ashworth in right, Tommy Rover at short, Edric Felix on third base, Logan Beard in his familiar second base, Carson Garner on first, and Donovan Ratfield behind the plate as this one is chopped down the line, foul. Just left of the third base side. That pitch from Ingman misses. 2-2 count. Ingman has been slowly worked back as he recovered from a injuries. This one is just blooped as Logan Beard has to charge in, and it's going to drop. No one could reach it. It was just a bloop that landed at about the halfway mark between the pitcher's mound and second base, and Logan Beard had to make an exceptionally long run to try to get there and was unable to do so. So, very soft contact, which is the desired outcome, but the runner is able to make it to first base. So Soper on first. And that brings up Soper at the plate now, actually. Correction. The speedy Bowen is at first. That pitch misses 1-1 to Soper. Ingman deal, swung on and missed. Ingman with a pickoff attempt over to first base. Not in time. Swung on and missed for the strikeout. So Soper retired. That'll bring up Charlie Muniz, who's done some damage against these Range Riders of late. On the season, .372 batting average. He has 29 hits, 8 of which are home runs, 27 RBI. Speedy Bowen on first as Ingman brings it home right down the middle, 81 miles an hour for a called strike. Ball misses on the inside portion of the plate, making it 1-1. Ingman, a guy who sometimes has had, as that one misses high, some difficult starts but settles in nicely. We had one game last season where he gave up 3 straight home runs to start the game, but ended up making it through 5 and got the W. So if he's able to get out of the first, usually settled in very nicely. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on and missed, and the throw is into center field. And Bowen will advance to third on the throwing error. So now the count goes to 2-2. On Charlie Muniz. The pressure ratchets up slightly with the runner on third. Swung on and missed. A huge strikeout there. When you think about the runner on third means a guy like Muniz, all he's got to do is get it in the air and deep enough and you drive in the run. Instead, the swing and K for Ingman. That brings to the plate center fielder Adam Kootway. Fastball on the outside corner. The sign read 39 miles per hour. I can attest that that is inaccurate. That one looped out to center. Fernandez drifts over and makes the play. So the Range Riders challenge in the first, the Billings Mustangs challenge in the bottom of the first. But after all is said and done, no runs. And we go to the second. Welcome back to Dealer Park as Carson Hornick comes to the plate. The wind has shifted. The planes are taking off from left to right, whereas up until now this week they've been landing right to left. So that's the shift in direction, as that one is called a strike on the outside corner. Missed just off the inside of the plate. 1-1. Fouled back to make the count 1-2. Pitch from Kalman. Low to square it up at 2-2. Horning on the season batting .267, but he has 5 doubles. That's an off-speed pitch that missed just off the plate to make it 3-2. That one roped down the first base side and into the bullpen, but just foul. Now the payoff pitch once again. Over to second, and McHenry fields, throws to Naylor, and Horning is retired. That'll bring to the plate Carson Garner. Garner .274 on the season. Has shown some pop. He's got 2 home runs, 1 off the left field foul pole here just the other night, and that one drops in there for strike 1 on the inside portion of the plate. It's been windy here in Billings, but right now it's just sort of a lazy breeze from left to right. Oh, no way. He went, and they ring him up. They say it's a strike on the appeal down to first. I don't have TrackMan in front of me tonight, so that wouldn't have mattered in that situation. That was definitely a ball, but on the appeal, I just don't know about that one. That's the exact same pitch and almost the exact same location. No flinch to the bat. This time called a ball. That pitch looked low. Garner thought about challenging, was decisive, but it's awfully early, and it is called a strike. That'll bring up second baseman Logan Beard. Beard had a pinch hit home run the other night. That provided a bit of a spark as he swings and misses here. I asked him about that. He said he couldn't recall ever hitting a pinch hit home run, but maybe he did in college, but not that he could really remember. Certainly his first professional pinch hit home run. So that one missed away, count as 1-1. Counting comes set, deals, swung on and missed. That one was pretty high in the zone. Beard chased after it. Overcast here in Billings. Sun peeked through a little bit earlier today, but so far we have avoided the rain. The pitch swung on, popped down the line, and it looks like it will reach the stands. Foul ball. They've added a net here. I'm sure Scott has talked about the absolutely gargantuan net. It's not necessarily taut. It goes all the way to the foul pole, and it looks like a sail on a sailing ship. That's really the only way you can describe it. It's got some slack to it, and you almost sit under it if you're on the front row. That one got up and over it. 1-2 pitch now to Logan Beard with 2 outs. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Bounces off the net. And that will set up another 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball, and there's a guy on the front row with a cowboy hat and a pearl snap shirt. Reminds me a little bit of Bum Phillips, actually. And that one was headed right to him, and he did a great job of just putting the hand up. He didn't overreact, but he did react. And that pitch is down, which will make it 2-2 with 2 out. Deuce is wild, and a guy with a cowboy hat in the front row. Perfect setting. Counting, comes set. 2-2 pitch, fouled off again. A quality AB by Logan Beard here, as he's fouled off pitch after pitch to stay alive, waiting on his pitch. Counting comes set. This one into center field. They were shifted to right, and it drops all the way to the wall. Logan Beard hustling around, and he'll end up with a 2-out double after a great at-bat, fouling off pitch after pitch. And rockets that one into essentially where it landed was straightaway center, but Kootway was shifted pretty far toward right field and had to make his way back and just couldn't get there, and it makes its way all the way to the wall. And Logan Beard, maybe the start of a little 2-out rally, as Alex Fernandez will make his Range Rider debut. He's got an interesting stance. Last year I talked a little bit on the broadcast about Sadaharu Oh, the Japanese home run king who used the stance with his front foot would dangle in the air. You'll see that from Fernandez. Keeps the weight on the back foot. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Fernandez wearing number 12 tonight. Right on the line in the batter's box. Could not be closer to the plate. Takes that pitch for a strike, 1-1. Fernandez, a San Jose State University product. as he makes his debut with Logan Beard on second base. A bluff to second, nobody home. There was no possibility of a throw there. Just keeping Logan Beard honest. Then Fernandez steps in, and his toe is on the chalk. You could not hug the plate legally any more than he is. That pitch down and in for a ball. 2-1 count with 2 outs to Alex Fernandez. Ball up and away, making it 3 balls and 1 strike with Edric Felix on deck. Swinging on a 3-1 pitch, it's popped behind home plate and will, thankfully, get out. Sets up a 3-2 count, 2 outs. Logan Beard on second. Fernandez adjusts his batting gloves, taps his cleats with the bat, takes a deep breath, and straddles that line as he approaches home plate with his back foot on the back line and on the inner line. Swung on and into the gap. It's going to be a long run for Kutway, but he is able to make the catch. And the threat has subsided. The Range Riders do not plate a run. And we go to the bottom of the second.
In 1858, one man's ingenuity sparked a legacy. When Henry Ward Johns set out to rethink roofing, he built something that would last. That spirit carried forward in 1901, when Johns joined forces with Charles Manville, creating Johns Manville. For more than 160 years, through challenge and change, innovation and resilience have defined who we are. Today, backed by Berkshire Hathaway, Johns Manville is trusted in the commercial roofing industry, with systems built to perform.
Welcome back, Kyle Miklas, the catcher for the Billings Mustangs. Faces off against Jared Ingman. Bluffs a bunt. The pitch misses. And we go to 1-0. And that pitch in there for a strike. Brings it even. At a ball and a strike. It's Kyle Miklas. Miklas on the season batting .381. 7 doubles. That's some great extra base productivity from a catcher. That ball back to Ingman, a little offline. He had to stretch for it, but he's ready for the 2-1 pitch. That one down the first baseline to foul and into the Range Riders bullpen.
In this series against the Range Riders, that's the man in scoring position. That's a 184 batting average.
Engman comes set. Fires, swing, and a miss. Another strikeout for Engman as he retires Mikolas. That will bring up Jacob Gutierrez, a new addition to this Billings Mustangs roster, making his debut here. Strike one. Keyed up for it. That ball fouled off and quickly to 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch from Engman with 1 out. In the dirt. Couldn't get Gutierrez to chase. Gutierrez from El Paso, Texas. Played at Wichita State. That ball in the dirt. Makes it 2-2. Fouled off into the net on the first base side. Bluff for the bat, no appeal. There's the appeal. He didn't go, according to the first base umpire. Makes the count 3-2.
His professional debut last night against these Range Riders was 0 for 2, but he walked twice, laying down a sac bunt in the ninth.
That one fouled off as Gutierrez stays alive.
That remains full on Gutierrez. 23-year-old Texan.
Gutierrez in 2026 with Wichita State as he fouls off another one, just stays alive. He got the least amount of baseball you could contact is how much he contacted to stay alive there on that 3-2 pitch. Quality AB here. He slugged .433 at Wichita State, batted .342, and loops this one directly to third base to Edric Felix, and he is retired. But a quality AB for his Billings Mustangs debut. And that will bring up Jack Naylor for the Mustangs, who made his debut last night.
His first hit at the pro level.
First pitch looked like he was defending himself from a knife attack. He somehow got a hold of that one. It was up and in, and just chopped at it more in self-defense than anything, but it counts as a strike just the same. 0-1 to Naylor. Again, high and in, and he flinches the bat at it, at a pitch that was definitely a ball, and he's down 0-2. Kind of a strange at-bat here for Naylor. Naylor, of course, played at MSU Billings, hometown of Gresham, Oregon. Faces an 0-2 pitch from Engman, which misses outside. So he's seen 3 balls, but he's down 1-2 with 2 outs in the pitch. Swung on, chopped. This is going to be dangerous. Nobody's going to have a play on it as Felix charged in and Engman charged toward it. but nobody's able to come up with it. And Naylor, after a few strange foul balls, ends up with a strange hit and is aboard with 2 outs. And now John McHenry, one of the great names in this Billings Mustangs lineup, John McHenry, will face Ingman with Naylor on first. McHenry batting just .258, but he's got 11 driven in. He's scored 15 times. Slugging .439 as that one misses. He has drawn 14 walks, which is pretty high up there on the Mustangs. Takes a strike there on the inside corner, bringing it to 1-1. That ball fouled off down the third baseline. Making it 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out as Ingman tries to work his way out of a second inning with runners aboard. Another fouled off, similar location down the third baseline. One-two count. Ingman brings it home. Ooh, and that is foul tipped and off of Ratfield. The umpire will take plenty of time over there, swapping a few baseballs out so that Ratfield can catch his breath after getting a little nicked up there. The life of a catcher. Count remains 1-2. 2 outs. Naylor on first. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout from Ingman. And he gets out of another situation with a runner on. And that will do it as we go to the top of the third. Welcome back to Dealer Park. It's the top of the third. Edric Felix coming to the plate to face Cole Kalman. Ooh, that pitch allegedly caught the outside corner for strike 1. I don't have TrackMan, so it's hard to judge. That pitch in the exact same, that one looked a little closer, and it is called a strike. And quickly, Edric Felix is down 0-2. Swung on and chopped back up the middle, and that's a base hit for Felix. That's a pretty impressive bit of hitting there, considering he so quickly got down 0-2 and then just goes right back up the middle, and just like that is on first base. That'll bring to the plate Drew Collins. Pretty healthy lead over there on first. Collins bluffs the bunt, but takes the pitch for a ball. Pickoff attempt over at first base to keep Felix honest. He wasn't that far off the bag, but worth a look. And now he is further off the bag than he was when the pickoff attempt was made. Pitch in, chopped on the ground to second. Fire to second, and they're not going to get two, so it'll be a fielder's choice. Felix is out at second as McHenry throws to Bowen, and Collins quickly made his way down the line. So one out, and that will bring to the plate Kyle Ashworth. That was a nice pitch. Drops it in there at 74 miles an hour for a strike.
It's bingo night at the ballpark here in Billings, Montana.
Collins does have 5 steals. Big leadoff as that pitch misses away to Ashworth.
The bingo card. I don't have an individual card. I do have the master list, all 26 items that are on any of the
Into center field, well struck right at Kootway, who makes the catch and makes an attempt to double up Collins at first, and that was a pretty savvy move, but unable to double up Collins, as Ashworth is retired on the fly ball to center field. So that will bring to the plate Tommy Rover and his tall socks. Looking to do some damage here with 2 outs and Collins on first base. Swung on and looped down the line and over that gargantuan net into foul territory. Collins takes his lead off of first base. Breaking ball misses high to Tommy Rover. He's not the biggest guy, but he's definitely got some pop. One of the leaders in homers, as that one is chopped right to Naylor, who taps first base. And the Range Riders get another on, but none across. And we'll be right back. Thinking about where to host your next office event? Book the indoor event space at Glacier Bank Park. With a capacity up to 145 people, our indoor event space is a flexible, year-round venue ideal for accommodating receptions, conferences, and holiday parties. The spacious layout boasts impressive stadium and mountain views, providing the perfect setting for guests to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
Innovation has always been at the core of Johns Manville. From advanced testing labs to real-world job sites, we rethink what roofing can deliver through science, precision engineering and decades of real-world experience, we engineer commercial roofing systems that deliver lasting performance. At Johns Manville, innovation means listening, learning, and building solutions that meet today's needs while preparing for what's next. This is progress with purpose.
Welcome back to Dealer Park. Engman has his final warm-up pitch. Ratfield fires to second. And now at the plate, Bodie Wright steps in.
Bottom of the third inning.
Bodie batting .316, but the main thing he brings to the table is speed. He's got 4 doubles and 4 triples on the season, in addition to 3 home runs. This one quickly looped into right field, where Ashworth glides towards the foul pole and makes the catch, and quickly Bodie Wright is retired. We flip it around to the top of the lineup for Cam Bowen. He reached in the first, but was left stranded as Engman worked his way out of that 2 aboard first inning. That one that one catches the corner for strike 1. Ratfield worked for that one. It was framed pretty well. Looked like it was close. In the end, called the ball. 1-1 to Bowen. That one right down the middle at 88 miles an hour for strike 2. And for the first time all week in Billings, the flags are straight down. There is no breeze in the park right now, as that one is roped down the line and fair. It's going to be extra bases for Bowen as the throw comes into Tommy Rover for the cut, and it's a double, 1-out double for Cameron Bowen. It was only about a foot fair, but it was fair just the same, and he ends up at second. And that will bring to the plate Michael Soper. With 1 out. Right down the middle for strike 1. Soper with a pretty open stance. He's got his back toe on the inside, right on the line on the inside, but his front foot is very open, and he fouls that one off. Brings the count quickly to 0-2. .02 pitch in from Engman. That one fouled off. As Soper stays alive. That one misses up and away from Engman. He had a quick check back on Bowen. But right before the pitch, Bowen doesn't have a outlandish lead back there. But just a check on him. And the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, stopped by Ratfield. Engman shakes out his arm. He's got some interesting mannerisms, so sometimes you think he may be hurt, but he actually is just confident. It's confusing at times, but at the time it looked like he was frustrated with the grip on that pitch as it's chopped over to Tommy Rover, who fires across to first base. And the out is made as Bowen scoots over to third. And that will bring to the plate Charlie Muniz. Someone you've definitely got to be careful with. Muniz, the team leader in home runs with 8. He passed Shaver yesterday. A.J. Shaver, of course, the hand injury the other night on the play at the plate where he got stepped on. He did pinch run last night, so that was good to see him in the game at all, but not quite ready to swing the bat and certainly not to play in the field. But while he's been out, Muniz has passed him in home runs as he watches the first pitch pass him for strike 1. Engman comes set with Bowen on third, Muniz at the plate. This ball popped, foul. It will clear the concession stands, totally out of the stadium. Very good crowd here on this Friday night in Billings. Lively bunch. Last night was Bark in the Park, so that was lively in its own right. This ball misses high. Again, Engman's shaking his right hand. But he just has some interesting mannerisms, so it's hard to read into too much. That one high. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 Muniz. Back up the middle and through, and Bowen will come across to score on the base hit from Charlie Muniz. So the Range Riders and the Mustangs both have gotten some runners aboard, but first damage done by the Mustangs with a 2-out base hit up the middle by Charlie Muniz. That will bring to the plate Adam Kootway, with Muniz over on first base. 2 outs. Back up the middle again. This one fielded by Beard. He goes to second to Rover, and it's in time to end the inning. A long-ranging play for Logan Beard, and he gets it back across his body to Tommy Rover, who's standing on second, and the Range Riders escape, allowing only 1 run. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Well, both teams have gotten runners aboard in each inning, but it's the Billings Mustangs who were able to finally get one across the plate. As Muniz drove one back up the middle and Bowen scored. It's 1-0 Mustangs, I should say. As we start the 4th inning, it'll be Donovan Ratfield stepping to the plate. Pitch in is a breaking ball down the middle, 71 miles an hour, just on the lower portion of the strike zone, but across. Ratfield with the sleeves poking out, the black sleeves poking out from under the red uniform. That ball fouled off down the line. Oh, wow, by the snow cone truck. So there's a kid frenzy over there for that baseball. Couldn't quite make out who came up with it, but a lot of activity as the pitch in is outside to Ratfield. 1-2 pitch. Shot down to third. This time it gets by. Almost the exact same hit. That was a double play to end the inning when Ratfield was up last time. This time it's a double down the line. Looked almost the same, but the alignment was slightly different. And this one gets past, and Ratfield ends up on second with a leadoff double. So sort of a quick tit for tat there. The Mustangs get a run, and the Range Riders quickly get the leadoff runner in scoring position. That'll bring Carson Horning to the plate. The big lefty stands in against Cole Kalman. Takes strike one on the outside portion of the plate. Pretty meager charge attempt by the crowd there. I think it was mainly just one guy after they played the sound effect, as this one is mashed down the line, but foul. That one was a deep fly, but there was no threat of it being fair. Now the 0-2 to Horning, with Carson Garner on deck. Swung on and looped into right. It's a long run over there, and it's gone. That thing just carried and carried and carried, and it eventually made its way out for a home run, a two-run home run. And talk about a tit for tat. The Range Riders go down one, get a leadoff double from Ratfield, and then a home run from Horning. That ball off the bat did not look like a home run, and I saw Gutierrez and Kootway racing to the gap, and it just carried and carried and carried and eventually made its way out of here. And just like that, the Range Riders are up 2-1 with Carson Garner at the plate. Almost hit him in about belt height. One-0 pitch to Garner after the Horning home run. Breaking pitch on the outside edge, waved at by Garner. Garner with just the one long sleeve. It's his right arm as he swings and misses to make it 1-2. That pitch on the very outside edge, called strike three. And now it will be Logan Beard stepping to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a ball, up and away. That ball driven to left. It's going to be down the line and gone into the party pavilion. And Logan Beard has gone deep, the second home run in the inning. And the Range Riders are able to take advantage of a runner on with a home run from Horning. And then Logan Beard comes to the plate, drives himself in. And the Range Riders lead 3-1 with Alex Fernandez coming to the plate. That ball from Logan Beard was roped down the line, and it was just a matter of, is it going to stay fair? And it did, and it bounced into the tent, the party pavilion. But I don't know how much they celebrated that as Alex Fernandez bluffs a bunt, takes a strike. That ball down and in. Worth noting, the Plains have reverted back to their landing right to left above the rim rocks out there, so the wind has shifted once again, and this one is driven down the line. Will it stay fair? It does! A home run for Alex Fernandez, who turned on that thing, launched it right down the line, and he's got his first professional home run. So all of the sudden, Great Falls may be the electric city, but this is an electric show right now from the Range Riders. 3 home runs in the inning, and all of a sudden it's 4-1. That was what I was talking about with that stance from Fernandez. I watched him in batting practice, and despite essentially standing on home plate, he stands with his front foot in the air and is so capable at just turning on a pitch so quickly. He has all of his weight on his back foot. And I asked him why that started. And he said, well, I used to start with my foot forward like everybody else, and then I would move my weight back, when I load. And I just took that out of the equation. So fewer moving parts where he just balances on that back foot, and then he's just ready to unleash, which he did. Down the foul line, it's 350 at the pole, and he cleared it pretty well. It was just a matter of whether or not it would stay fair. And congratulations to him on his first professional home run. Now Edric Felix. This ball looped into right field. I don't think Gutierrez is going to get there. He won't. And Felix, a little looper into right, gets himself aboard. Kalman had, the Range Riders were able to get some runners aboard against them in the early going here. So it wasn't exactly completely smooth sailing, but they have had exceptionally solid contact in this inning, maybe with the exception of that Edric Felix looper into right, but he does get himself aboard, takes his lead on first. And the pitch in to Collins is called a strike. A 1 pitch. Chopped over to second base, the flip, and they turn to McHenry, to Bowen, to Naylor, and after 3 long balls, they're able to quickly get themselves out of the jam, and we'll be right back.
Need a space that offers both a place to dine and an area to mingle in style? Book the Hideaway and Corner Suite at Glacier Bank Park. You and up to 50 guests will enjoy full catering services in the Hideaway, and incredible mountain views and comfortable furnishings in the luxury corner suite. This versatile combination offers a space to dine and a place to relax, creating the perfect arrangement for guests looking to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
Welcome back. The Billings Mustangs put one on the board in the bottom of the third, and the Range Riders answered strongly with 4 in the top of the fourth and lead this ball game 4-1 as Kyle Miklas steps to the plate facing Jarrett Ingman. That one chopped over to first, but foul into the Range Riders bullpen where it ricochets out into the field of play, where it will be quickly retrieved. And we're back at it. That pitch from Ingman misses down and in. Caught the dirt, so Radfield swaps it out for a fresh baseball from our home plate umpire. That one misses high and away, and again, Ingman looks at his hand in disappointment after that pitch. As he comes set, fires inside to make the count 3-1. Swung on and missed to bring the count full. That was a healthy hack from Miklas, but he just swung right over the top of it. That ball skips in, and Miklas will skip to first base with the walk. That brings up Jacob Gutierrez, El Paso, Texas native. 6 feet, 210 pounds. Bats from the right-hand side against the right-handed Ingman, who fires high for ball 1. Miklas with a healthy lead over there on first, as that ball is driven right back up the middle. Fernandez fields it. Miklas stays at second. And very quickly, there are 2 aboard with nobody out, as Ingman will look to work his way out of a little bit of early inning trouble here. Jack Naylor will step to the plate with 2 aboard, nobody out. Runners are going. The throw is airmailed into center field. Miklas will come around to score. So it was a double steal. The throw went to second, but it was just a little too high. Ended up in in center field. And a run scores, so the lead cut in half. And Will Oman will make his way to the mound to have a quick chat with Jarrett Ingman. Ingman has been pretty solid today. Had worked his way out of a decent number of base runners, piling up strikeouts. But that one right there, the throw into center field on a double steal, stings him a little bit, and it goes from a 4-1 lead to 4-2. Now the pitch into Naylor. Looped in a dangerous area, and it's going to drop behind first base. Nobody can get there. Runner advances to third. Naylor stays at first. And a ball that was just hit into the Bermuda Triangle, soft contact, but nobody able to get over there to make the play. So you've got runners at the corners with nobody out, with John McHenry coming to the plate. That one stings because he was able to induce soft contact. That's what you're looking for, but just hit, if you're a Range Rider fan, in the worst location, or if you're a Mustangs fan, the best location. That pitch misses. It's 1-0. Some activity in the Range Riders bullpen as Ingman fires up and away. 2-0 count. Pitch in to McHenry. That pitch misses high. And now it's 3-0. That gets the fans into it. Called strike, much to the displeasure of the fan sitting 3.5 feet in front of me, who disagreed with that call. But it did look to be right. I mean, it was right over the heart of the plate on a 3-0 pitch to make it 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch is not as close. And McHenry draws the walk. And they are loaded as Todd Pratt will make his way to the mound, and that will be the day for Jared Ingman. Can't close the book on him yet, but it looks like it will be, I believe, Chris Canada coming in to pitch for the Range Riders to try to work his way out of quite the jam. Bases loaded, nobody out. We did see a situation yesterday where Davis Pratt was able to work himself out of an equally difficult jam to keep the game squared at 4. Ultimately, the Range Riders fell in the knockout round, but it was an impressive outing from Davis Pratt yesterday. Chris Canada comes into the game. On the season, 8.64 ERA, 8 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed 9 hits and 8 1/3 innings of work. Batting average against, however, 257, which is not so bad. But he has walked 7 and struck out 5 in 8 1/3 innings of work, and he will face a tremendous challenge here as he enters the game with the bases loaded. The wind has picked up slightly. It blows to right field. Most of this week, it has been very blustery. Today, the calmest of the week so far. A little bit warmer. We have avoided, so far, the rain. It looks like it could sprinkle a little bit here, as the wind is also quite cold. So let's keep an eye on that as Canada warms up. And to the plate, with the bases loaded, Bodie Wright will face the tall lefty, Chris Canada. Lays down the bunt, but it rolls foul. Canada comes set, glove at the waist, kicks and fires. That one was close, but it misses. Count goes to 1-1. Crowd does not like that call. But it's on the outside corner to make it 1-2. That one skips in. Right field keeps it in front of him. Count goes to 2-2. Engman had 4 strikeouts in his appearance. Thus far, just 1 earned run against. He had 2 walks. Did allow 6 hits. But there's still runners on the bags as this pitch is fouled off into the net. We'll do 2-2 all over again. The 2-2 pitch from Chris Canada. Looped in there and chopped foul over towards the Mustangs dugout. And we'll do it again. Swung on and missed. A huge strikeout for Chris Canada. Gets Bodie Wright swinging. And it's mostly significant because now with a double play, you're out of this thing. It's on the table with nobody out. You get the double play. You're probably still going to allow 1 run, but you'll get the double play here. It's on the table to potentially get out of this massive jam. That ball swung on and chopped off of himself, Cameron Bowen, for a foul ball. Count goes to 0-1. Runners take their leads as Canada comes set. Brings it home. Skips it home, technically, as that one is a ball in the dirt. The 1-1, 1-out pitch. Swung and fouled down the line, behind the stands, over by the snow cone stand again. Can't see, a lot of kids over there. A lot of kids making a play for that. Can't tell who got it. Not a very good sight line. Glacier Bank Park has the best sight lines for foul balls. The 1-2, 1-out pitch into Cameron Bowen. Similar location, exact same result, foul ball. And we'll do 1-2 with 1 out at least one more time. Canada comes set. Long pause. Pitch home is blooped foul, out of play behind home plate. And so we'll do one ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, at least one more time. Ooh. Struck him out looking. It is challenged. And it is a confirmed strike. Wow, it wasn't important. It wasn't outcome changing, but it's still so early. They lose the challenge. And Canada gets a strikeout, and there are 2 outs. As Michael Soper comes to the plate, lefty on lefty. That one skips in. Ratfield keeps it in front of him. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch from Canada. Swung on and driven back into the gap for a single. The throw into the plate is not going to be in time. So Canada was this close to getting out of this thing, and instead we are squared up at 4 with the Soper base hit. And that will bring to the plate the dangerous Charlie Muniz. So close to getting out of this thing unscathed. Soper with a nice AB. The base hit into left. Looked like it was going to go to center, actually, and it just bent around so much that it ended up being fielded over there in left field, not center field. But either way, it drives in 2, and we're all square. That one skips off the dirt in such a high bounce that it hit Ratfield in the mask and skips away. So that one almost impossible for a catcher to keep in front when you get a bounce that high and you hear it clank off of the mask. And both runners advance. And now you've got runners on second and third, with Muniz at the plate and a 1-0 count. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one Ratfield is able to keep in front of him as it skips in. It's just a tough position as a catcher. You're squatted down, and you see that ball bounce way out in front of you, and you do everything you can to make yourself tall. And he was able to get himself in front of it, but it clanked off the mask, skipped all the way across, so both runners advanced. That one he was able to keep in front of him because it didn't have the same kind of a crazy bounce. And the pitch off the plate, away to Muniz, makes the count 3-1. This pitch looped down the line. It's going to be foul. Will it get out of play? It is into the net. Man, just if that net wasn't there, there's a chance Ashworth is able to lean over the railing and make the catch, because it was not foul by much. Instead, it rolls down the net, and we'll see a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs to Charlie Muniz. Swung on and missed. So Canada comes in, is so close to working his way completely out of the jam. Does end up having 2 cross. We're all squared at 4, just like last night, and we will be right back.
At Johns Manville, it's always been about people, the people who design the systems, the people who build them, and the people who depend on them to perform every day. That's why we approach commercial roofing with care, collaboration, and respect for what's at stake. Because every roof protects more than a building. It protects people, livelihoods, and peace of mind. That's the responsibility we stand behind. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Leading off for the Range Riders, Kyle Ashworth, who drifted over and almost had a play down the line in the previous half inning. Takes ball one away for the first pitch as the lights are on at Dealer Park now. Pitch drops in there nicely for a strike. You can see the tiniest streak of blue through the clouds over there down the third base line, but mostly overcast. This one driven right back up the middle. Bowen Fields throws a pretty solid play there to get the speedy Ashworth, and one down for the Range Riders as Tommy Rover will march to the batter's box with his tall socks and his elbow guard and his pretty solid batting average. Really on base percentage, 414, 284 batting average as he takes a strike. 7 doubles on the season for Tommy Rover. Does have 4 long balls, 23 RBI. That one chopped foul toward the Range Riders dugout. And it's quickly 0-2. That one chopped to first base, ruled foul. And we'll do the 0-2 pitch all over again. Takes that pitch off the plate, brings the count to 1-2. So the Range Riders took a punch when the Mustangs scored a run. They punched right back by putting a 4 spot on the board. And that pitch taken for strike 3, and I was just about to make a point where it would be great to see the Range Riders punch back after the Mustangs were able to square it up. But quickly 2 down as Donovan Ratfield comes to the plate. He's had 2 hits that were virtually identical tonight. One was turned into a double play. The other was a double, and this one is bobbled by Bowen. I've got to think that's going to be ruled an error, as it does appear that it's going to be ruled an error. But either way, it results in Ratfield making his way over to first base, and with 2 out, Carson Hornick comes to the plate. Takes strike 1, low and away. Fan proclaims nice throw to Calvin in front of me. He was impressed. There's another nice throw. 83 miles an hour on the corner. Makes it 0-2. Oh-2, 2-out pitch. Ratfield on first. Pitch to Hornick. Taken low for ball 1. That pitch missed pretty wide off the plate, 77-mile-an-hour off pitch. Not a particularly competitive pitch there, as it missed pretty bad. 2-2, two-out pitch, swung on, roped into the dugout. Well, off the dugout, off the netting in front of the dugout on the Range Riders side. Pitch into Hornung. Taken low and away. And now the count is full. Hornung had a home run that was well struck. Obviously, it made it out of here, but off the bat, it didn't look like it looked like a fly ball, and it just carried forever as the runner goes, and the swing does not make contact, and the Range Riders are retired. 4-4. We'll be right back. Range Riders fans, Glacier Bank Park offers a variety of suites to accommodate groups of all sizes, from small gatherings to parties of up to 65 people. The balcony views and exclusive services create a premium experience for celebrations, reunions, and outings of all kinds. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of your private space, breathtaking Montana scenery, and high-level action on the field, while our dedicated hospitality team creates an unforgettable experience for you and your family, friends, or business associates.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Four to 4 here at Dealer Park in Billings, Montana. We are ready for the bottom of the fifth. And it'll be Adam Kootway stepping to the plate to face the big lefty, Chris Canada, for the Range Riders. Pitch in, pop foul down the line. Canada with a, honestly, solid inning. Comes in with nobody out, bases loaded, almost worked his way out of it, completely clean. Ultimately, the base hit that drives in two. But a solid inning as he gets a strike on the outside corner here to make it 0-2 to Adam Kootway. The 0-2 pitch was high and taken for a ball. Canada works quickly here. Well, he comes set quickly, but then he pauses for quite a while as this one is fouled off down the right field line, out of play. On to the roof, but it comes back. I tell you what, if you're in line for a snow cone, you're in play for a foul ball all night long here. It's at least the third one over there, maybe the fourth. 1-2 pitch in from Canada. Ooh, he swords for a swing, and it's a strikeout. That will bring to the plate the catcher, Kyle Miklas. Draws in the dirt, and then sort of dances on whatever he drew in the dirt. Did a little practice swing and steps into the box.
We'll see how many of them we check off throughout this evening's contest. Kyle Miklas.
The pitch in from Canada. Ooh. Ratfield may have fooled me there. Maybe it wasn't as close as it looked. But it's called a ball either way. This one popped down the line. Edric Felix drifting over, and he makes the play in foul territory for the out. So now 2 down for Jacob Gutierrez in his first game with the Billings Mustangs, wearing number 63. And now we got a little bit of sunlight dancing across the field, actually. It's cleared up a little bit down the third base line, and that's where it's got to be clear to get any sunlight, as that first pitch is taken for a ball. The sunsets here are they're not bad. But compared to Glacier Bank Park, well, nothing compares. But this is nice, a little bit of golden light sneaking in as this ball is driven down the right field line, and it will be up and over the giant net and bounce toward the Range Riders bus. It's parked out there by the clubhouse. There's also some very old growth trees out there beyond the fence and left, well, all the way around. And when the sun turns gold, the leaves sort of shimmer out there. It's a pretty scene here at Dealer Park. That ball fouled off. Don't quite have the golden light bouncing off of the rim rocks right now, but getting a little in the trees and a few streaks across the field. As Canada works with 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gutierrez. Just missed outside. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs under the lights. Canada to Gutierrez. Swung on, chopped to third. Felix Fields on the back foot, fires across the diamond in time. And Gutierrez, much to the chagrin of the Billings Mustangs faithful, is retired, and the inning is over, and we will be right back. Carson Garner steps to the plate with the score tied 4-4.
Top of the 6th inning
Between the Billings Mustangs and the Glacier Range Riders. The pitch swung on and fouled off. Straight back. Put a little scare in the folks in the front row as the Bat Kid kind of shambles over and snags that ball. Good hustle there. That pitch down and in for ball 1. Mentioned the sunsets at Glacier Bank Park, comparing them to Dealer Park as that ball misses away. Part of it is the fact that I mean, it's hard to compete with being able to look into Glacier, Bad Rock Canyon, the Swan Range, Big Mountain. Like, that's pretty tough. But it's also a function of the direction the field faces, as that pitch is swung on and missed to make it 2-2. Whereas you just can't see much beyond the rim rocks here. So that kind of affects your sunsets here. So they are good. As this one is chopped down the line, way into the hole, fires across off the bag, and Carson Garner reaches with what I believe will be ruled a hit, as Soper had to go way into the hole over there on third base and make a crazy throw across the diamond. So gotta believe that'll be ruled a hit. And he reaches first base, which brings up Logan Beard, who has gone yard tonight with a line drive home run into the party deck over there in left field. That pitch swung on, driven to center field, but Kutwe is not even going to have to move. He stood there locked in place, and it came right to it. Didn't have to move a muscle to retire Beard. And that will bring to the plate Alex Fernandez, who has homered tonight. Just roped one down the line to right. Got out of here. It's 350 feet down that line. It's one of the deeper right fields in the Pioneer League. And that thing had plenty of clearance as he bluffs a bunt. It's called a ball. But the sunsets aren't the only great thing going on at Glacier Bank Park. We recently had Toy Story Day. That was a good time, great turnout. Kids run around everywhere. Of course, all Sundays are family days at Glacier Bank Park, as this pitch is taken for a strike, 1-1, 1 out. Had Army National Guard night. That was a great time. The next sort of big day on the calendar, Father's Day, June 21st. Don't want to reveal it yet, but very excited about the anthem performance on June 21st. Very excited about that. That ball is on the ground in the hole. Bowen over to McHenry for one, and then across the nailer, not in time. So fielder's choice, and that will bring Edric Felix to the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs. So Father's Day, the next big day at Glacier Bank Park. They're all big days. You go any day, you're going to have a great time. And then, of course, we have the Celebrate America 250, July 3rd, 4th, and 5th, as this pitch is lashed down the line foul by Felix. That's going to be an exciting weekend. Fireworks Friday, fireworks Saturday. And then one of my favorite jerseys we've ever had will be worn on Sunday. I don't want to give too much away, but I have one sitting at my desk already ready for purchase. It is spectacular. So don't want to give too much away, though. But pickoff attempt at first. Nothing doing. This one chopped to third. Soper fields, throws, and Edric Felix is retired, as are the Range Riders. The score remains 4-4.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have, we're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it, because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
At Johns Manville, what we build starts with who we are. We are people champions, listening first, putting customers and teams at the center of every decision. We're driven by passion, always going the extra mile, always pushing ideas further. We perform, setting higher standards, delivering stronger results, and creating lasting value. And we protect our people, our customers, and the world around us, today and for generations to come.
Welcome back. All square at 4 are the Glacier Range Riders and the Billings Mustangs. Josh Naylor comes to the plate to face Chris Canada. First pitch in is chopped foul. Of course, this is the first Glacier Range Riders game that has been called by anyone other than Scott Gladstone. I believe the exact number is 311 consecutive Range Riders games covered by Scott Gladstone. As that pitch is called a strike after, I believe, the home plate umpire made the determination that he went. So it's 0-2 quickly. Scott has called 369 Range Riders games in total, 311 consecutive, a streak that will live with Cal Ripken's streak, I would argue, in terms of grandeur and esteem. As that pitch misses, it's 1-2. So my job here tonight, just get us through this until Scott rejoins the show Tuesday in Great Falls after his wedding in Tahoe. I know it's in Tahoe because he mentioned it every time as this pitch is chopped foul. I don't know that he would have mentioned where the wedding was, if it was in Keokuk or Sheboygan, but he definitely savored saying he had a wedding to attend in Tahoe. So I'll make sure I pass it along, the locale of the wedding. Not his, by the way, but honored to be able to be in the booth and just safeguard this thing and get us through the weekend. As the pitch in is taken low in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Canada to Naylor. Almost a pitch clock violation. And Canada misses high. He let go of that thing with the score, with the pitch clock reading 0. That was about as long as you can go without getting that. Of course, there's a little bit of grace depending on the umpire. Swung on and missed for the strikeout from Chris Canada. That will bring to the plate John McHenry with 1 out, nobody aboard. Chris Canada on the mound as he goes to the rosin bag as McHenry steps in. The first pitch, just a bit high for ball 1. So yeah, the big events at Glacier Bank Park coming up. Father's Day, Family Sunday. That's a great combination as this pitch is taken down and in. And then Celebrate America 250 weekend, July 3rd through 5th. And then after that, the next big one is Cars Day, July 26th. Should be an exciting one. That pitch taken for a strike to make it 2-1. We had our first Thirsty Thursday, which was kind of an experiment that we ran. I don't want to confirm we're doing it again, but from what I understand, it was a pretty good success. All draft beers half off for the first hour. Gates are open. So on a Thursday, that would be $5.35 to $6.35. Seemed to be a hit. I'll confirm whether or not we're doing that moving forward, but it was an exciting time. As Canada comes set for a 3-1 pitch, and it misses, and McHenry removes his armor, leaves his bat, and makes his way over to first base while donning the oven mitt to keep his hand safe in case he's on the move. That'll bring to the plate Bodie Wright. Bodie 0 for 2 on the day as McHenry takes his lead from first. Canada gives a check, fires it in, and it is foul, and you'll never guess where. It hit the snow cone stand on the bounce. I'm telling you, that's the play. For us, it's the berm. At Glacier Bank Park, you want to be on the berm if you want a foul ball. Here, it's go stand by the snow cone van, I guess you would call it. It's a mobile snow cone hut. As this one is smoked over to Tommy Rover, who fields, flips to second, throw to first, double play, and Chris Canada quickly out of the inning as he goes to the umpire. There seemed to be a little bit of confusion there, but it was a double play. 6-4-3, and we're on to the next one.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
And I mentioned Cars Day at Glacier Bank Park, July 26th. And the Billings Mustangs music technician, kind enough to bring us back into the Real Gone is the name of that song from Cars. As Drew Collins comes to the plate. First pitch in is a strike. New pitcher on the mound for Billings.
Jackson Betancourt is the new pitcher into the game, top of the 7th, into the 4-tie game.
As that pitch calls a strike, it's Jackson Betancourt for the Mustangs. 5.79 ERA. As that pitch is swung on and down the line, will it stay in play? It's fouled, but it looks like it went off of the net, and it is a foul ball. Betancourt on the season, 5.79 ERA in 4 appearances. He started 3 games, 14 innings pitched, has allowed 14 hits in those 14 innings pitched, 11 runs, 9 of them earned, has struck out 7 and walked 8. A conversation happening between Maddox and our home plate umpire. And now he'll come out. There will be a discussion. I don't know. I think his beef is with the first base umpire. I couldn't see exactly what happened on that foul ball. I presume that's what the discussion is about. Maybe he will allege that the Range Riders didn't make a good faith effort to get out of the way. Maybe he'll argue that it didn't touch the net. Either way, I'm just going to free associate until this discussion wraps up. I have no idea what the discussion is, but he made his way very slowly all the way to the outfield grass where the umpire is stationed. They're having a calm, collegial discussion. But eventually, this will grow tiresome if it hasn't already. And there's still some talk. I got a feeling nothing is going to change. It usually doesn't. Hands are actually in the pockets for Maddox. Now, oh, there's a point. Now he's pointing at something, so it's getting a little bit more intense. But it sure doesn't seem like anything is going to change. The home plate umpire is tiring of this, and as he makes his way down the line, Maddox decides, all right, I've had my say. Nothing has changed. I allowed my pitcher some time to kind of mentally reset, and I will exceptionally slowly make my way all the way from the outfield grass through the infield between home plate and the mound to the third base foul line, through the on-deck circle, and eventually into the Billings Mustangs dugout. And we are going to resume play. It is an 0-2 count. There are no outs. Jackson Betancourt is on the mound, and he fires an 0-2 pitch, which is fouled off by Drew Collins. The 0-2 pitch fouled off again by Drew Collins. It was sort of a half-hearted. If you're going to go all the way to the outfield, if you're Craig Maddox, maybe let the guy have it, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to hold up the whole thing, and instead he just casually walks out there. This one is roped down the line and fouled just past the aforementioned first base umpire, who had to dodge out of the way as that ball made its way into the Range Riders bullpen. I don't know, you see a guy take that much time, you hope somebody gets rung, you know, but wasn't to be, as that pitch is in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 count. We're just lucky it wasn't Dennis Rasmus. Great guy. Slowest walk I've ever seen on planet Earth. Nice guy. Just does not move. As that pitch past the swinging Collins for the first Range Rider out. That'll bring to the plate Kyle Ashworth. Provided a spark last night with a home run that tied the thing at 4-4. So he yanked that thing down the line. But what you like about Ashworth is his ability to wait for his pitch and then to use the pitch the way he should. Sometimes it's a pitch that's away and he just softly loops it into left field to get himself aboard. Sometimes it's in on the hands and he yanks it down the line for a home run. That pitch misses, goes to 2-1. But that approach, a very patient approach from Ashworth, as this ball is to the pitcher and flipped to first, and he's retired. I was about to brag on his .556 on-base percentage, but he will not reach this time, and it will bring to the plate Tommy Rover, who will bat from the right-hand side for the first time tonight. First pitch in to Tommy Rover is low and away for ball one. That pitch in a similar location. Rover swings over the top of it. Count goes to 1-1. That ball, a very similar pitch. I think he's seen the same pitch 3 times in a row. That one he made contact with, fouled off. You may hear a helicopter taking off in the background. It's the hospital is just on the other side of the gates here at the stadium. And that pitch swung on and missed. Range Riders go down, and we will be right back. Four to four here in Billings, as these teams have scored the exact same amount of runs through this series. Into the game, each had scored 20. Each has now scored 24 for the series, as these very equally matched teams go toe-to-toe. The only difference, of course, last night, the knockout round. Range Riders came up just short. Chris Canada, the opposite of short, remains on the mound. As this pitch up and away for ball one to Cameron Bowen, top of the lineup for the Billings Mustangs. Quick update, we do have the first of the sprinkles. A little bit of rain, not much at all, but it's enough to get that amazing smell of fresh rain wafting into the booth, as that pitch missed up and away, a little bit closer than the first pitch. But just a few sprinkles, and I have more technology packed in front of me than I can know what to do with. So we may have to scramble and close some windows, as that pitch misses up and in to go to 3-0 to the leadoff batter, Cameron Bowen. Wind not a factor, and the rain may have actually already subsided, as that pitch called strike on the very outside edge of the plate. The 3-1 pitch into Bowen, fouled straight back. The guy with the cowboy hat on the front row. Very comfortable, didn't even flinch. Saying his first rodeo. As the 3-2 pitch comes into Bowen, and it skips so far ahead of home plate that it went over Ratfield. May have caught a little bit of his upper chest protector, but that one not super close. And a leadoff walk, which is never your favorite thing. There is some quick activity in the Range Riders bullpen. Can't see exactly who's getting up down there, but somebody is. As Canada faces Michael Soper. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball at 79 miles an hour. Fooled Soper. Bowen takes his lead at first. Quick check from Canada. Ball home is high. 1-1 pitch. Called strike to make it 1-2. I have not looked around the Pioneer League scoreboard, so I might just open a new tab here, as if that's what I need, is another open tab. Pitch fouled away. I can tell you the standings very quickly. Long Beach riding high at 17-4. These Billings Mustangs right here at 16-4. And then the Range Riders and the Boise Hawks at 13-8 each, right on their heels. Oh, give them that call. Oh. That was a pretty breaking ball, but it just misses high, making the count 2-2 with nobody out. Bowen on first. Canada comes set, deals. That's a very similar pitch, and he just won't give it to him. I don't have TrackMan in front of me, which has sort of forever ruined watching baseball without it for me, now that I've gotten used to that. That one looked really close. I would love to see how close both of those pitches, especially the second one, but instead it's a full count, 3-2, nobody out, runner on first pitch from Canada. Swung on and fouled off. A quality AB here from Michael Soper as he stays alive. The 3-2 pitch in from Canada. Not super close, high and away. And now there are two aboard with nobody out. And I think that might be Davis Pratt down there in the pen, who had a clutch inning of work last night. Came into a bases loaded jam, and he does his little, I don't know what you call that. It's a little skip in that he does over there by the foul line. And then he jogs to the mound to receive the ball from Tank Pratt. And he will commence his warm-up pitches. Canada worked his way. He was so close from working his way out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam completely cleanly. Did end up giving up the base hit that drove in two runners that were left aboard from Ingman's appearance. But a pretty solid outing from Chris Canada as Davis Pratt kicks around the dirt on the mound to get himself settled in. While he warms up, we'll go back to those standings. Long Beach, like I said, 17-4. Billings, 16-4. Boise and Glacier, 13-8. And on their heels, the Missoula Paddleheads, who the Range Riders will see in the not-too-distant future. June 19th, 20th, and 21st will be at Glacier Bank Park. Of course, next week starts in Great Falls. Scott Gladstone, thankfully for us all, will be back on the call Tuesday through Thursday, and then, of course, the rest of the season. The home return for the Range Riders, 19 through 21, and then they get a week against the Red Pocket Mobiles, starting June 23rd. We'll take a quick look at the scores around the Pioneer League right now. Of course, this game all square at 4. Oakland at Missoula. Oakland got a big win there, but it ain't looking great for them now. Down 11-3 in the bottom of the 6th. The Great Falls Voyagers and the Ogden Raptors continue to play one of the weirder series. They had a game that had like 40 total runs plus the other night, and then they had a pitcher's duel last night. Right now, it's 9-6. Great Falls leading the Ogden Raptors. Idaho Falls Chuckers getting blasted 12-3 in the top of the 5th by the Boise Hawks. As here, Charlie Muniz comes to the plate. And Davis Pratt has his work cut out for him with 2 aboard, and Charlie Muniz at the plate. First pitch, breaking ball at 78 miles an hour, just tapped foul by Charlie Muniz, who the fan in front of me just referred to as Chuck. I don't know if that's a commonly accepted nickname for Charlie. The Red Pocket Mobiles, breaking news, up 6-2 over the Yuba Sutter Freebirds, 6-2 in the top of the 4th. Runners go! Pitch down and away. Both runners advance, and now first base is open. And the double play, the traditional double play, off the table as both runners advance. But that does give you the leeway to some degree to potentially work around Charlie Muniz, who's one of the most, he's the team leader in home runs, with first base open. That pitch misses outside. Davis Pratt wearing the tall black socks that match the black hat over the red Range Riders Friday Red with white lettering over gray pants. Pratt comes set at the waist. The high kick, the pitch also high. And it's 3-1 to the most powerful Mustang bat in the lineup tonight, with A.J. Shaver out of the lineup. Comparable pop from those two. The pitch in. Breaking ball that broke like crazy, but just above the strike zone, and now they are loaded with nobody out. Pratt has worked his way out of situations like this in the not too distant past. So we'll see how it goes tonight as Adam Kootway steps to the plate.
Mustangs the lead for good on Tuesday in the series opener. A two-run home run, fifth home run of the season. Does not have a hit since then.
Brief pause as it looked like Stu Peterson was aligning the defense, perhaps. But we're back. Ball is lifted into foul territory, well out of play. Count is 0-1. Pratt takes his hand out of the glove, rubs the ball with both hands. Glove back on, comes set at the waist, and the 0-1 pitch. Great breaking ball for a strike. That was very similar to the last pitch that ended up being a walk to Muniz. That one dropped a little bit lower and into the strike zone to make it 0-2 to Adam Kootway. Breaking ball down and away, trying to induce the swing. Did not get it. And now it's 1-2. Modesto Roadsters trail Long Beach, by the way, in the bottom of the third, 2-0. That completes the look around the league as the 1-2 pitch comes into Kootway. Popped foul again, and almost the exact same place as before. So we'll do it again. Breeze blowing in now from right center field. But just very slight. Pitch in from Pratt. Laced foul down the line, fielded off the net by the bullpen catcher, who looks to be warming up, Jacob Hasty. Don't know if that's just a workout or if he's loosening. Very early stages if he is warming up. Pratt comes set, the pitch. Popped foul down the line, Kootway battling, staying alive. Quality AB here. Still nobody out. Bases still loaded. And another Davis Pratt pitch into Kootway. Fouled straight back. When you see these lengthy at-bats, they're always impressive. They're so hard to achieve. But usually what the batter is looking for is for the pitcher to get frustrated and just fire one right down the middle. Pratt has the advantage of only one ball in this count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one a little closer to over the plate. Also fouled off. Fans showing appreciation for the stingy Kootway at bat. Another pitch. This one roped into the gap. It will be down. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in on the double from Adam Kootway after a very impressive at-bat. And the Billings Mustangs have taken the lead 6-4 after a really impressive plate appearance that results in a double into the gap, a 2-run double into the gap by Adam Kootway, and that will bring Kyle Miklas to the plate to face Davis Pratt. First pitch in. Up and in for ball 1. A very, very professional AB there by Adam Kootway. He just kept fouling him off, and then he finally got a pitch he could drive into the gap, and he did just that. And the Mustangs able to take the lead. Pratt still battling. This ball popped up down the third base line. Will it get out of play? It will. Count is 1-1. Runners are on second and third. The score is 6-4. This ball into right center field. It will drive in at least one. The throw will go to second. Both runners are in on the base hit to right center field by Kyle Miklas. And the Billings Mustangs are now doubling up the Range Riders at a score of 8-4. Also a professional bit of hitting. He just went with it. It was down and away. He went with the pitch opposite way. And here we are. That will induce a mound visit from Will Oman. Be a quick chat with Davis Pratt, who so impressively worked himself out of a situation very, very similar to this just last night to keep the game tight. Jacob Gutierrez at the plate, waits for the meeting to conclude. That ball fouled back. Kyle Miklas, I said he went with the pitch. He did go with the pitch, but it wasn't to opposite field. The pitch was down and in, and he went with the pitch, pulled it into right center. Just a quick clarification there. As Pratt comes set, 0-1 count. Miklas dancing on first. Very nice breaking pitch in there for a strike from Davis Pratt. Still nobody out. Breaking ball chopped, foul. Played by Craig Maddox on a hop. Tossed into the dugout. In foul territory, obviously that was a foul ball. Pratt checks on Miklas at first. Comes set. Runner goes. Ball is chopped right where Beard had departed to cover the bag, and it's through for a base hit. Wow. That's just one of those things. That's where the hit and run can pay off is the runner went, Miklas went to second base. Logan Beard departs his normal station to go cover second in case of a throw, and then it's chopped right to where Logan Beard had previously been standing, and it gets through, and now there are no outs, and there are runners on the corners. As Todd Pratt makes his way out to the mound, and there will be a pitching change. And it will be Jacob Hasty, who inherited plenty of sticky situations last season, on his way to one of the best ERAs and most appearances. He had a lot of stats he was piling up that were great last season for the Range Riders. He's had a sort of up and down start, but he's had some good appearances. A couple of appearances ago, he had a scoreless inning. Looked his usual self, dotting corners. It's really fun to have ABS when you have somebody like Jacob Hasty on the mound, because you can just see just how capable he is of dotting corners. Like, they use that phrase, but it's an actual thing. And he can just, when he comes in and he's got his command and he's pinpointing that low breaking ball, he's pretty much unhittable in those situations. Where he struggles is as any pitcher does, when they struggle with command, maybe put people on walks, then the nature of the outing can shift. But when he's got his location, he's one of the better pitchers in the entire Pioneer League. So he will come into a difficult situation. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Range Riders trailing by 4, 8-4. One more check of the Pioneer League scoreboard during this lull. Again, no score change. Bottom of the 7th, 11-3. Paddleheads lead the Ballers. Ogden has tightened it up. It's 9-8. Great Falls lead the Ogden Raptors. Idaho Falls 12-3, trailing 12-3 to the Boise Hawks. Red Pocket Mobiles 6-2 over the Yuba Sutter Freebirds. And the Modesto Roadsters trailing the Long Beach Coast 2-0, as Jacob Hasty tries to work himself out of a sticky situation that he inherits. The first pitch right on the corner at 82 miles an hour, and that is what you like to see out of Jacob Hasty. 0-1 count. Checks the runner at first. Hasty works quickly. Second pitch just off the plate. He does a little spin after his follow-through. Didn't appear super satisfied the way that came out of his hand. Comes set, checks the runner, fires home. That one misses off the plate slightly. Count is 2-1. One of the things you got to be mindful of with Jacob Hasty is he likes that low breaking ball, and it puts a lot of pressure on your catcher, especially when you've got a runner on third with nobody out. That one right over the heart of the plate at 90 miles an hour brings the count even at 2-2.
Yesterday, Paul Buggy has started at first base each of the last 2 nights.
Long stare at first. The pitch. Just got a piece of it, did Naylor, to stay alive. Naylor 2 for 3 on the night. 2-2 count from Hasty. Chopped. This one's going to be tough. Hasty scoots over, makes a spinning play, flips to first, and gets Naylor at first. A run does come across in Nicholas. But an impressive play there by Jacob Hasty, who is sneaky athletic. We talked about it last season. When he runs, I think I described it as a 3-wheeled shopping cart, but he's more fleet of foot than you would think. We had one of the craziest innings of the season last year where he made 3 consecutive defensive plays, and they were all impressive, and each one was more impressive than the last. So that's a really tough play for any pitcher. Hasty able to make it look pretty smooth there, actually. Runner on second. Ball outside. Count goes to 1-0. So the score is 9-4 now. Mustangs lead the Range Riders as that pitch misses away. But there is at least one out now in this inning. On the little chopper off the mound that Hasty ranged over to, fielded, spun, and tossed accurately to first. That pitch in there for strike 1, 2-1 count. Wind picking up a little bit. You can see Hasty's uniform blowing in the breeze as that pitch misses, making it 3-1. And when I say the wind's picking up slightly, it has picked up a lot. Strong gusts of wind now. And the sprinkles have returned. The 3-1 pitch in from Hasty. To center field, it's gonna drop. The question is, will they send the runner? They do. There will be a play at the plate. Redfield takes the ball off his head. It bounced, hit him on the head, and then he gets contact from Gutierrez. In the meantime, McHenry scoots all the way around to third. Craig Maddox is out. Donovan Ratfield, to his credit, did not like the contact from Gutierrez. I understand it. The ball bounced. It hit Ratfield in the head. After the ball bounced off of him and away from him, Gutierrez collided with him, which understandably Ratfield did not appreciate. The bench is clear. There's a little bit of a standoff. Some words are exchanged. There's some pointing. In the end, everyone's going to go back to their positions. But I absolutely understand Donovan Ratfield's frustration. He's just been hit in the head with a ball that took a crazy hop off of this infield. And then he takes contact from Gutierrez, who's making his debut, and he's probably amped up and put a little bit too much lanyap on that, a little extra. He shouldn't have made contact. There's really no reason to do it in his defense. Not certain he knows that Ratfield doesn't have the ball. A frustrating play as Tank Pratt points to his dugout, asks for calm. Now there's a discussion at home plate as Tank looks for clarification on what has happened, if the run counts, all of that. And it does appear that the run will count. He's not happy about it. It's the first time I've ever seen a knife hand out of Todd Pratt. He's very frustrated by it. Respectful. There's the hand up. I mean, no disrespect, but he is about as hot as I've seen Todd Pratt as he defends his catcher. Pratt, obviously a 14-year professional catcher, Major League catcher, was the starting catcher in Game 1 of the Subway Series, Mets-Yankees. The fans are letting Tank hear it as he stands and has a good, thorough, but respectful discussion. Now he leans in, and he might be about to get run. He is right in the umpire's face. I've never seen Tank get run, but he keeps stepping in. I think he's going to get run. If he doesn't, I'll be amazed. And he steps back. We are right on the cusp. Somehow Todd Pratt avoids the ejection as he makes his way back to the dugout. Now that he's made his way back to the dugout, there's a discussion between the three umpires just ahead of home plate. I don't know what could be said in this group discussion that wasn't just shouted by Todd Pratt right in their faces, but they get together to their credit. Hopefully they're going to get the play right. So, here we go. I think in the end, much ado about nothing. The score remains 10-4. I believe he issued a warning to each dugout. And play will finally resume with Bodie Wright facing Jacob Hasty. The score is 10-4. The umpire is out of position. He has to run over to third base while Hasty is set. The pitch is in, and it's a ball. So that was quite the flurry of activity as this pitch misses away just off the plate at 91. Tank still in the dugout, so confirmed he did not get run. But that is as hot as I have ever seen Todd Pratt, and he kept leaning in and kept leaning in, and I thought he was going to get tossed. But he avoids it as this pitch is chopped foul to third, played by Craig Maddox, who flips it into the dugout.
Something to pay attention to as the series continues. Not just this week. Baseball players,
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch is on the ground, chopped toward Craig Maddox. This time he makes no attempt, and an arm reaches out of the dugout and retrieves the ball. Can't see the body from this angle, but just an arm was enough to get the job done. 2-2 count, 1 out. Bodie right at the plate. Oh, that pitch was called a ball. It is challenged by Donovan Ratfield. And it is overturned to a strike. That one hurt. As I watched it be called a ball. It is confirmed a strike. A good challenge there. An outcome determining challenge. Gets the punch out. Now there are 2 down, and Cameron Bowen comes to the plate. That one misses down and away from Hasty at 87 miles an hour. That one catches the corner. Very similar pitch, but it does catch the corner. Squares it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hasty comes set. Kicks and fires. Missed down and in. Hasty requests a new ball. Rolls that one to the dugout. Gets a new baseball. As the never-ending inning continues, 2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on and tapped foul. Will bring us to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In this inning, as the Mustangs have opened it up, but the Range Riders hoping to keep it where it is and have some comeback potential as this ball is fouled off. And we will do it again. The 2-2 pitch from Hasty. This is up and away with a breaking ball. And now the count is full. The 3-2 pitch from Hasty. Swung on, slashed foul. Into the net on the first base side above the Range Riders dugout. Retrieved by the Range Riders bullpen as Hasty comes set for another 3-2 pitch, and he misses outside. And Cameron Bowen will put us in the second runners on the corner situation of the inning. That'll bring Michael Soper to the plate. 1 for 3 today. Hasty checks the runner, fires to home. The ball is fouled off. almost got his teammate with that foul ball and the on-deck circle. Charlie Muniz. The pitch end swung on and missed, and quickly 0-2. Hasty with the 0-2 two-out pitch. In the dirt, nice snag by Donovan Ratfield there. Swung on and missed. It's in the ground. The throw to first. Either way, the inning is finally brought to its conclusion. 10-4 in favor of the Mustangs.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
And as is so often the case in baseball, a player involved in a huge play in the previous inning comes right up to bat to start the next frame. And it's Donovan Ratfield who was involved in, it wasn't quite a fracas. It was a standoff, if you will, as that pitch catches the outside corner, 84 miles an hour from Jackson Betancourt for strike one, but he got hit. It looked like from my angle he got hit in the head. He may not have been hit in the head, but the ball bounced away, and then he got collided with by Jacob Gutierrez, and he slashes this ball down the line to right. Will it get down? It will. It one hops and all the way to the wall as he scooters around to second base for a leadoff double. That's what you love about Ratfield. It's just, he just finds open grass, open dirt somewhere on the field and gets himself aboard. And if you're going to have what would be one of the more impressive comebacks this season, you're going to need stuff like that. And Ratfield gets you started with a leadoff double. And now Carson Hornick, who's already gone yard, steps to the plate, takes strike one, a breaking ball, 83 miles an hour, dropped in there nicely. Ratfield leads from second. Betancourt to home. Down full, crazy bounce over the first baseman and Naylor, and around the corner comes Ratfield, and he scores. He comes all the way around from second on what looked like it was going to be a routine ground ball to first, but it hit the lip. There's a very tall lip on the grass here, and it just shot over Naylor's shoulder. So I got a feeling that's going to be ruled a hit. I don't think he ever actually touched it. It looked like it was going to be right at him, and he was just going to hop over to first base for the putout. But instead, it gets by him, goes down the line. Ratfield all the way around from second. And the Range Riders make it 10-5 as Horning takes a long leadoff, and Carson Garner comes to the plate. First pitch, a breaking ball high at 80 miles an hour, misses the zone for ball one. Horning has a very healthy lead over there. Of course, he's very tall, so he could basically just fall over and be touching the base, as that pitch also misses high. Betancourt shakes the sign, accepts the next sign, and brings the pitch home, and it is crushed down the line, but it's going to be foul. That thing was way out of here. But instead, it's just a 2-1 count as Carson Garner turned on that thing and just blasted it into the, not quite night sky, more the blue hour sky. In the end, a harmless foul ball. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. As this one is up, the metal chopped, the flip to second for 1, the throw to first for 2. Baseball is a mean game. You go from a 400-foot home run that's slightly foul to grounding into a 6-4-3. Bowen to McHenry to Naylor. Double play. And the chessboard is reset for Logan Beard, who has a home run that stayed fair tonight. The pitch in from Betancourt. It looked like the umpire was going to signal strike, and then he froze and ruled it a ball. And that act is what may have frustrated these fans who didn't like the call. But it's 1-0. That one not close. In the dirt. Ping pongs around off the catcher, Nicholas, and Logan Beard to make the count 2-0 with 2 out, with Alex Fernandez, who has gone yard, on deck. There's a strike on the outside corner. Says 45 miles per hour. That is inaccurate. There's a ball in play that will cause a little delay here. Came from the Range Riders bullpen. Nicholas quickly retrieves it and tosses it out of play. And now, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs from Betancourt to Logan Beard. Takes strike 2. Fernandez looking on. Logan Beard calls time. Actually, he didn't call time. There's another ball in play from the Range Riders bullpen. Can't see who's down there because of the sail of the net. Either way, it's 2-2, 2 outs. Betancourt to Beard. Got a piece of it, stays alive, went to a knee to get it. We'll do the deuces wild 2-2, 2 out pitch again. And it's a K. The Range Riders tack on 1 to cut the lead to 10-5. There's some chirping from the Billings dugout, or perhaps battery, that Logan Beard didn't appreciate, but eventually he makes his way to the dugout, and we will make it to break. Welcome back to Dealer Park in Billings, Montana, as the new pitcher for the Glacier Range Riders is Michael Byrne. Made an appearance yesterday in the green Range Riders uniforms. Tonight, he dons the Range Rider red deals as a lefty. Down and in for a ball to Charlie Muniz. Of course, the crowd, who has seen all of the antics and the chirping between the teams, jumps to the conclusion that Byrne is throwing at one of the most powerful Mustang bats, but it wasn't really at him. It was a breaking pitch, very similar to that one that missed down and in. Count goes to 2-0. Byrne to Charlie Muniz. Similar location, down and in. And it's 3 balls, no strikes. Byrne has a teal glove. As that pitch bounces in. And I think it may have, I would have to see replay. Either way, Muniz is going to first, but it might have actually caught a little piece of Muniz off the bounce, but it didn't matter. It was a 3-0 pitch. He was going first either way. I'll let the official scorer worry about that. Muniz on first. Adam Kootway at the plate. Oh, and that one, there's no doubt as to whether or not that pitch hit Kootway, and Byrne is immediately tossed. Both benches had been warned. That one hit Kootway square in the back, and now there are words being had as Byrne slowly makes his way over the foul line to the jeers of this crowd. And we are going to have a fairly lengthy delay as Byrne has been run and there was no activity in the bullpen. So Tank Pratt will make his way to the mound. AJ Shaver is running out to second base. I cannot imagine he is coming into this game to pinch run. It's 10-5, and arguably your best player, who is injured, is coming to second base to pinch run. That seems insane. It shows you that this game is certainly not over in the minds of the Billings Mustangs whatsoever. And into the game to pitch for the Range Riders. It looks like it's going to be Ryan Humphreys into the game. Yes, Ryan Humphreys enters the game. He's on what will be a fairly lengthy warm-up. I'm still just astonished that, let me triple check that. Yes, 22. AJ Shaver is pinch running. He's on second base. We're talking about a guy who had his hand sliced open on a collision at the plate with Jonah Giblin. He was out. He actually complained that he thought he would have been safe, but his hand got stepped on, so he was unable to attempt a swim move. It was a great play by Ratfield and Giblin. Unfortunately, in the play, AJ Shaver had his hand cut open to the extent that he needed stitches. This game now that we're currently in the midst of is 10-5. Billings Mustangs, Glacier Range Riders 5. And AJ Shaver, with his .418 batting average, his 28 hits, his 5 doubles, his 3 triples, and his 7 home runs, is standing on second base as a pinch runner. Just seems pretty wild to put him at risk in this situation, but they are. I think maybe some of the emotions are playing into that decision with the frustration of their batter just being plunked and some of the chatter between the dugouts and the players. We've had a bench clearing moment. Ultimately resulted in nothing more than warnings for each bench. But because those warnings were issued as soon as Michael Byrne plunked Kootway, Michael Byrne was tossed from the game. And that is what has brought about the Ryan Humphreys appearance as he continues to warm up. And A.J. Shaver, pinch running at second base, much to my disbelief, but there he is. And he can fly, there's no doubt about that. He is a speedy guy. He's very fast. But it's just kind of surprising to see him out there at all at this point. Adam Kootway is at first. The score is Billings 10, Glacier 5. The Range Riders have amassed 12 hits to the Mustangs 11. As now the pitch clock has come back on, so I gotta believe we're coming to the conclusion of the warm-up for Ryan Humphreys. Take a quick jaunt around the Pioneer League while we've got the chance. Probably should have started that earlier. Oakland trails 15-3 to the Paddleheads, so that one's pretty much over. It's top of the ninth. Great Falls and Ogden have played some weird and interesting and probably pretty fun games. Great Falls holding on to a 1-run lead, 9-8 over the Ogden Raptors. Idaho Falls Chuckers down 12-4 at the Boise Hawks. The Red Pocket Mobile still hanging on by a thread, lead 6-5 over the Yuba Sutter Freebirds. And the Modesto Roadsters being shut out 2-0 to the Long Beach Coast. Bottom of the 6th inning as we return to play here at Dealer Park with runners on first and second, nobody out. Ryan Humphreys on the mound and Kyle Miklas at the plate. Breaking ball in there for strike one. Humphreys has a diabolical release. I don't even know how to describe it. It's very herky-jerky and honestly looks kind of painful, but it's very effective as that one's dropped in there for strike one. This ball is bunted, but it's in the air. It's caught by Logan Beard. He throws the first to double off Kootway. And I tell you what, that was close to being the first triple play I've ever seen in person, but he wisely made the call, just make the catch, throw to first, double off Kootway, because, hey, maybe there's an advantage there to having Shaver as he's able to scoot back to second base very quickly. But just like that, a flubbed bunt that essentially turns into a pop-up goes over to Logan Beard, who fires back to first, and there are now two down, and A.J. Shaver is the lone base runner for the Mustangs, as Jacob Gutierrez, the man involved in the quote-unquote altercation at the plate when he rammed into Donovan Ratfield, despite Donovan not having the ball, takes the first pitch for a ball. Humphreys comes set, checks A.J. Shaver at second, leans and fires. It's fouled off straight back. The count is 1-1. You know me, I love an interesting pitching style or batting style. So Humphreys is one of the better ones. That one on the ground, fielded by Rover, fired to first. And the Range Riders escape an interesting but ultimately uneventful inning. And we'll be right back, as this would be one of the best comebacks from the Range Riders, down 10-5. Welcome back. Billings Mustangs 10, Glacier Range Riders 5. As we head into the top of the ninth on a pretty eventful night. You had the play at the plate where it feels pretty safe to say the Gutierrez really should have been out on the collision with Donovan Ratfield. Ultimately was not called out. And it caused quite the stir as the first pitch is in to Alex Fernandez for a ball. Jackson Betancourt still on the mound. Fires a strike to even the count at 1.
Just the second pitcher the Mustangs have used in this ballgame. Cole Calnan with the first 6.
Pitch high for ball 2 to Fernandez.
6 different pitchers in the game.
Oh, and that one, I guess that's one of the advantages to standing on the chalk. As he is right on home plate, and if it misses inside at all, he's going to get plunked, which he did just then as he makes his way down to first base. Now there's a runner aboard for Edric Felix. That pitch catches the very, very bottom of the zone for strike 1. Fernandez with a healthy lead over there on first base. He's checked by Betancourt. The pitch is away for ball 1. The pitch is laced down the line, but foul. Solid contact there from Felix. But just turned on it too early. What an emotional jolt that would have provided if he was able to straighten that one out. Instead, it's a 1-2 count. The pitch is in, and he swings and misses for the first Range Rider out of this inning. That will bring to the plate Drew Collins. Collins due for a hit, 0 for 4 tonight. Ashworth on deck. Pitch taken for a strike. 0-1. Fernandez on first. A cold breeze blows in from center field. The pitch in is swung on and missed by Drew Collins. Oh, 2, 1 out. Fernandez takes his lead as Ashworth looks on from the on-deck circle. That pitch called a strike. It is challenged. It looked away. And it is a confirmed strike. It's a clutch call. It's a good call from the umpire. That ball definitely looked away as it was a breaking pitch that ripped across the zone and just caught the corner. So 2 out now for Kyle Ashworth with a runner aboard. Facing the lefty Betancourt. Takes cold, strike 1.
Strike 1, looking at the bingo master list, 15. The 26 items were checked off. According to my count tonight. The 0-1.
That ball low. Much to the dismay of the remaining crowd here.
Most likely come to an end in each of the first 20 games this year.
That pitch in there for a strike at 82 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Jackson Betancourt into Ashworth. The fans really wanted that, came out of their seats and are appalled that it was called a ball. Evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. To Ashworth. Chopped on the ground to McHenry, who fields, fires to first. And Ashworth and the Range Riders are retired. Your final score, the Billings Mustangs 10, the Glacier Range Riders 5. We'll be back after this for a quick post-game wrap-up.
Thinking about where to host your next office event? Book the indoor event space at Glacier Bank Park. With a capacity up to 145 people, our indoor event space is a flexible, year-round venue ideal for accommodating receptions, conferences, and holiday parties. The spacious layout boasts impressive stadium and mountain views, providing the perfect setting for guests to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back. Your final score, Billings Mustangs 10, Glacier Range Riders 5. And a game that will have tensions high leading into tomorrow's matchup, Saturday matchup. The collision at the plate, obviously sort of the headliner. The decision to not rule the runner out at home plate, despite Gutierrez crashing into Donovan Radfield when Donovan didn't even have the ball. That decision may have gotten away from the umpires in the moment. Maybe they didn't think the contact was enough because it didn't knock Radfield to the ground. There's no way to know what they were thinking in the moment, but it certainly raised the blood pressure of the collective blood pressure of the Range Riders and also the Mustangs. It got very chirpy. Then, of course, Michael Byrne comes in, plunks Kootway, immediately gets run. That's the closest I've ever seen Todd Pratt getting run for obvious reasons. He was very lit up, defending his catcher, arguing what he believed firmly to be a wrong call, which may have been the wrong call. I'll get a chance to look at it tonight. But in the end, the final score 10-5. There were some highlights in the game. Carson Hornung homered to right. Logan Beard homered to left. And then Alex Fernandez with a debut night home run. Laced down the line in right field, 350 feet out there. No easy task, especially with the swirling winds here at Dealer Park. We mostly avoided the rain. But the winds continue to be interesting. So we'll do it again tomorrow night. A series still hangs in the balance. It is not decided. And just hope for the Range Riders to come out hot. They may obviously carry some of the emotion from the frustrating play at home plate and just the way this game went down. It started pretty well for the Range Riders. They had the 4-run. They were up 4-1 at one point. Billings punched back, and then it just proved to be the 6-run inning, really, is what proved to be too much for the Range Riders to overcome. So we'll do it again tomorrow. Thanks for listening along as we work through Scott's very brief absence. As I try to steward this thing as you've got a highlight reel going on here. There was I believe that one there is the Logan Beard home run as he gets the high five from Todd Pratt coming around third. That was an exciting moment for sure. Also, he high fives Hernandez on the way into the dugout, and then I believe we're going to get to see on this replay Fernandez's home run down the line. There's the pitch, and that's not. That is not it. I don't know what that replay is, but anyways, thank you for listening along as we work through Scott's brief absence. Just trying to keep this thing on the tracks and learning all the different systems and where all the different information is. So, as Scott would usually say, stay safe out there. I will close out by saying thanks for playing along. We'll see you tomorrow from Billings, Montana.
One error left 8 men on base, and for the Glacier Range Riders, they fall to 13-9, scoring 5 runs on 12 hits, 3 errors. They left 6 on the base paths. The winning pitcher, Jackson Betancourt, improves to 2-0. Chris Canada drops to 0-2. Production crew out at Home Team Network as well. On behalf of everyone who makes Mustangs baseball possible, I'm Brandon Januska. Have a great rest of your night. We'll do it again tomorrow.